Now hear me out here. I know this is going to sound a little bit strange, but let me explain. One thing I love doing from time to time is booting up my Xbox 360 or my Series X, going to my achievements list and just giving them a read. The reason why I like to do this is it can really give me a feel of nostalgia or bring back some memories about a game without even having to put the disc into the drive. So you'll give the achievements a read, you'll see the title of the achievement, you'll see how you got that achievement, the date you got that achievement, and it'll really bring some memories flooding back. Since I've been doing this recently, it's really made me remember the days of the Xbox 360 achievements and how mad we all were for them back in the day. So I thought I'd sit in front of a microphone and just kind of talk about my feelings on the achievements, where they are today, and maybe even sprinkle in some memories of Xbox 360 achievements. So if you guys like this kind of thing, it's going to be very much a podcast sort of thing where I just kind of sit in front of a microphone, talk, maybe a little bit unedited. Apologies if it gets a little bit rambly, but I'll try and be as concise as possible. If you like this, then let me know that in the comments. If you've got any memories of Xbox 360 achievements or achievements in general, let me know them in the comments. Let's share memories of achievements, as I feel this is, and I'm going to get into this in this topic and of discussion, I feel it's kind of a lost thing these days. So let me know your thoughts and memories in the comments, and let me know if this type of video is something you want to see more of in the future. So Xbox 360 achievements, it was a massive thing back when the 360 was at its peak. I never knew about achievements until I got my first Xbox 360, and I remember playing through my first game on there, which was Gears of War, and I can't remember what I did. But no, I think it was when the game starts, you pretty much get an achievement from the word go. And it was like, this chime started, a little message appeared. I was like, what is that? So I obviously asked a few friends, and they said, oh, that's an Xbox 360 achievement. When you do stuff in games, it gives you an achievement. And it boosts your gamer score. So if you notice, there was a little number equivalent to the achievement that you got, and it boosts your gamer score. And obviously your gamer score you can compare with your friends and see how many achievements they got that week, etc., or how many achievements they've got, and you can compare games and see what achievements they've got compared to you, and you can see if you need to play more so you can get a higher gamer score, basically giving yourself a kind of a street cred without even going out into the streets kind of thing. And I remember in those days, achievements were massive. Everyone wanted to get the highest gamer score possible through any means they could, buying really bad movie tie-in games which wouldn't take them long to play just so they could get the highest gamer score possible out of a game. When I worked in a game store back in sort of the mid-2000s, we'd even have people coming into the store and asking us, what games have you got in which are very easy Xbox 360 achievements, or a game where I can get the highest gamer score possible without playing the game for very long? One which always came to mind for us, I can't remember the full title of the game. It was one of the Avatar games, and you would play that. There was like a tutorial level, if I remember correctly, at the start of the game, and if you did certain things correctly, and you did so many combos or something like that in the tutorial, you could get 1,000 gamer score within sort of like 5 minutes of playing the game. So we'd always recommend that particular game to people coming in asking about Xbox 360 achievements. I remember just constantly just trying to play a game, because one thing we had in our game store, which I worked in, you could borrow games for a couple of nights. If there was 2 copies of a pre-owned game, you could borrow a copy of the game. And I remember doing that just so I could boost my achievements, so I could think, right, well, if I borrow this game, I can boost my achievements. And I'd always be going on, seeing what other people have done, checking their achievements, seeing, right, well, I've played the same game as you. What achievements have they done? Oh, they've got more than me. Right, I need to play that game a lot more so I can get a higher achievement score than them on this game. I remember Halo 3 in particular for achievements, because they had the skulls that you could collect. So you could, whenever you get a certain skull, it would give you an achievement for that. I remember a really tricky one that I really wanted to get, because it gave you a really high gamer score for it. I think you had to traverse like the side of a mountain and try and get into a cave or something to get it. And I remember going on the Bungie message boards, asking for people how to get to that. Because obviously I was like, well, I kind of know where it is, but whenever I try and get there, I'm always falling or I'm never getting it. So I kept asking people on there, like, how do I get this? What tips and tricks can you give me? And it was just very much a thing back in those days where you'd be with your friend, your gamer friends, and you'd be talking about what achievements have you got? What's your gamer score? When you'd be playing games online together, you'd purposefully go online and play games because there were certain achievements you would get through online games. Obviously, there wasn't just, play through the story, get all the chapters done, maybe do these other bits, and that was it. There were certain achievements where it's like, well, go play deathmatch or something on Call of Duty and get this kind of kill streak and you will get an achievement. So it made you really want to delve into the game and really get through as much of it as possible. If I'm being completely honest, the achievements is why it took me a while to get into the PS3. I think I bought a PS3 during the PS4 era because I was like, well, I really love my 360. I've got this great gamer score, so I don't really want to lose that. And to be honest with you, with the PlayStations, you don't hear talk of the trophies as much as you do with Xbox 360 achievements. Microsoft has done really well, particularly back in the 360 era, to make the achievements something you had to get and something that you really needed to boost your, in air quotes, street cred. The only thing with the trophies I really hear of is you got to get the platinum, so then you can say you've completely finished the game, kind of thing. That's all I really hear about. Whereas with achievements, there was so much conversation around them all the time. But unfortunately, these days, I feel achievements just aren't really talked about that much anymore. They're not really a thing anymore. Yes, you still get achievements. Yes, there's newer styles of achievements where if not many people have got it, you get like a diamond achievement or something like that. But you don't get people really sort of talking about it anymore. You just get people talking about the game and not really talking about achievements anymore. You don't get them sort of saying, oh, what achievements have you got? Or what's your gamer score? Microsoft are still trying to keep this relevant because obviously if you go on like the modern consoles, you can see how your friends are doing on a week by week basis and how you're ranking week by week. And the only reason I know this is because I'm still very much in the mindset of gathering achievements and things like that. But I don't think a lot of people really are bothered about them anymore, which is such a shame because it really added to the community aspect of playing on the Xbox 360. Like if you were playing online, for instance, and you saw a person and you were playing with and they were really good, in the back of your mind, I guarantee you were probably thinking, I bet they've got a high gamer score. And you try and track them down on your people played with list and you'd be like, yep, they do have a high achievement score or high gamer score. That's probably why they're really good at this game. But yeah, I just feel achievements are very much a lost thing these days. I feel we should talk about them a lot more. Not to kind of say, oh, I'm better than you, but it's just something fun just to talk about. It's just something fun that you can kind of chat about with your gamer friends. Oh, I got this achievement last night. I'm really happy that I got this. Because ever since I've really started playing the 360 again, it's kind of brought back that fun of seeing that little message come up on the screen saying achievement unlocked, and then you get the message about what achievement you got and things like that. It really kind of brought that back for me. Like when I see it on the series consoles, yeah, I still get that little twinge of, ooh, I got the achievement, but there's nothing like getting it on the 360. I don't know why. I don't know whether it's because I lived through this era, but there's just something so special about that 360 achievement. And there's a certain generation of gamers now who really have that ingrained into them now. So let's talk about our achievements in the comments of this video. Post, like I said at the start, post your achievements that you're really proud of. If you've got any stories about trying to get an achievement, please post that in the comments. I'd love to read your achievement stories. I love hearing stories like this. But that's going to kind of wrap it up for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. And like I said at the start, let me know if you really enjoyed this in the comments, as I'd love to do more stuff like this, but I want to see if you guys like the idea of this too. So thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this little delve back into Xbox 360 achievements. Like I said at the start, do give it a try sometime and just read through your achievements. It'll really sort of tickle that nostalgia bug you may have for a game from back in the day. But thank you again for listening, and hopefully I'll see you next time.